We're back again with McNeese. I'm going to ask Coach Heath Schroyer for an opening statement about the game, and then I will open up the floor for questions.
I give Southeast a lot of credit. I mean, they played well. I'm really, really proud of our kids. I'm proud of our team. I really didn't talk a lot about this all year because I don't want to use it as excuses, and not trying to use an excuse now. But what these kids have been through this year, being sent away August 26th and with no fall, no preseason, coming back October 6th and moving to a different university and having limited time in the gym, and we don't know weight. We haven't been in the weight room consistently since March. Being displaced again on top of that, and I had no one opt out. I had none of these kids just threw in the towel. Being down 15 with 7 minutes left and having a chance to win tells you everything you need to know about the kids who are in this locker room and the character, the culture that we've developed here. I'm really proud of them. It's been a really, really hard year. It was obviously a tough game, and Chris's foot's probably half an inch shorter. We probably won in overtime, but I'm proud of our kids. I give Southeast a lot of credit. They have good players. Okafor was a load. He's a pick and pop 4-5 guy. They put you in a lot of rotation. Their guards are really good. They can play off a lot of ball screens. I think we made some different adjustments towards in the second half that got us back in the game. But I'm proud of our kids, and I give Southeast a lot of credit.
Thank you. Any questions to start us off?
Yes. Question to both players. Can you talk about just how challenging their defense was throughout the contest? They got 14 steals, and in talking with the coach a few moments ago, he talked about how they were contesting everything you guys did, not just shots, but also passes as well.
AJ, do you want to take that first, please?
The defense is pretty good. They play really great defense tonight. You can tell that they learned from the 2 games that we've already played with them. They made some good adjustments, as well as we made adjustments as well. Hats off to them for the adjustment that they made.
Carlos, anything to add?
No.
Additional questions?
Yes. Carlos, talk about in the mindset of the team when you're down 15. What were you guys telling each other? And was there anything that you guys saw that enabled you guys to get back into the contest?
You said, what were you saying to each other to get back into the game? What were you guys telling each other?
We're releasing each other.
We need you to pull the mask down just so we can hear better.
We believe in keep going, and coach was like, "Yo, we can do this. If you head out, next play." So, that's we believe in each other. We battle out to the end.
For you guys, and this is for the panel, this has been your season, it seems. Fall way behind, play well at times, and then come up short. Is that the disappointment that you could never get over that?
I think that's accurate, Jim. I think that, we played really well at times, as you said. And then, we just ran out of gas at times. And I think our kids were really on fumes at times this year, just because of, I think there's a lot of reasons for that personally, but it's just, when you don't have the opportunity to train, basketball at this level is a 12-month sport. And when you take 2 or 3 months where you're not doing anything, especially right at the beginning of the season, that's when you really gain a lot of your conditioning and gain a lot of your skill development. We were never able to shift it another gear. When injuries came, that kind of hurt us as well. But yeah, I think this was a microcosm of our year. Truth be told, I think that we played well in spurts, and we got down big, but then we fought because we got tough kids, and kids have battled and been through so much, and then we just fell. Unfortunately, just fell short.
Jim, did you have a follow-up?
they seem to stopping Okafor really tough for you guys because he can do two things. He can step outside. He can also go inside. Was that the big problem? Is that why you went small at the end?
Yes, I thought we just had a really hard time matching up to him. I mean, they put him in a lot of different actions and a lot of different space, and they played through him, which is really smart because he's a really hard matchup. And then I thought they did a good job. I think there were double teams in the post. And they came at different times. Most of the time, they came on the dribble, and I say that because we wanted to try to play big to take advantage of our matchups. But I think the double team kind of hurt us, and we struggled making shots at times. But yeah, we ended up going small, trying to pick up the pace a little bit. But he's a hard matchup. He's a hard cover. If you switch anything that he says, they can roll him in. He plays with a great pace. And when you got a kid that's that big and physical that can step out and knock down threes, it's a really hard matchup.
Next, pardon me if I pronounce this wrong, Gamal Jones. You can unmute your line. Thank you.
Gamal Jones, Garage Apartment. This is really to the whole panel. Coach, you talked about the unstableness of the season with practice and everything else, injuries and just the inconsistency. But what positive can you come out with this outcome, especially seeing your team being down 15 and then coming back and being just close, one shot in to at least tie the game or even win it?
I'm really proud of them. I think that, I think what this year's shown, and I said this in the locker room after the game, is that sometimes life is going to throw you curveballs, and there's going to be some things that come through your life that's going to be really hard to deal with, whether it be an illness, whether it be a death, whether it be loss of a job, whether all those things, as young men, as you grow into life, you're going to have to deal with. And I told them all that today, is that I want you all to be able to draw from this experience. What they've done has not been easy. And like I said, I mean, there's been kids that's opted out all over the country that had not near the adversity that these kids had. And that's what I'm really, really proud of. I mean, I got into this game to impact lives because my coaches impacted me. And I think that what these kids have been through this year is something that they can draw and use for the rest of their lives. I mean, and for me as a basketball coach, it's hard because at the end of last year, we had so much momentum. We had, we were selling out the arena. Our student section was unbelievable. These kids are, good players and things. I mean, we had so much momentum in the program. And then we just got hit by, like our whole community, just got hit by 2 hurricanes and a pandemic. And for that time, from August until, November 15th, in reality, our program was just on stop, was paused. And we just, this year, haven't been able to get that momentum back. And I think that's the biggest key for this program moving forward, is to gain that momentum that we had the first couple of years here. And but I think everything happens for a reason. And for whatever reason, our group of young men, myself, my staff, are here for a reason. And I think that, we learned some great life lessons. I know I did. I have. And I'm really proud of these kids. I mean, what they've endured and what they've been through has not been easy. And, we could have gotten beat by 25 tonight. We're down 15 with 7 left. And, that timeout was great. These kids helped lead the way. And we just fought and came back and gave ourselves a chance to win.